Welcome back to this week's episode. It's so good to have you. I didn't realize when I started filming this week that it was a race week at the end of it. So there's a lot going on, and it finishes off on a really good note. Well, I guess we'll jump into Monday. This week's episode is going to start with a trip to the gym. I'm starting a new workout phase, workout cycle, workout periodization. I wrapped up last week my general fitness phase. I devoted 4 weeks just to getting into general shape. And the reason I wanted to start with a general phase is because for myself, anytime I've specialized in a sport, whether it be football or basketball, the less I perform in those sports. Whereas if I just stay generally athletic and in really good shape all around, I found that I generally perform better. And the sport in the past 13 years has evolved like crazy. The push times now are almost unheard of compared to when I started in 2006. I like it though, that means the sport's adapting and evolving and progressing. It just also means I have to do the same thing. Hey, can I sign out, do you have the purple band below there? Can I sign that one out?
Sure.
Yeah, wicked. Thank you. Love-hate relationship with being in the gym. It's like Muhammad Ali said, he hated every second of training, but he loved every minute of being champion. Well, that's what Mondays typically look like for me. This Monday, I also had planned a massage and chiro session for after the gym in case something came up while I was working out. Nothing did, but I was still stoked to have that therapy session after. Now, normally I share my therapy sessions on Instagram, so they're filmed with my phone vertically. But if you want to keep up to date, real time with what I'm getting done, follow me on Instagram. It's below. Here's some of what I got done that day. Okay, this is my favorite time of day where I get to come into my own lab and get my body work done. Last week, I introduced you to the name Joel. This is Joel. He's a massage therapist that I'm working with. I'm gonna get him to tell you what we're working on today. So
We did a little bit of work on lower leg and a little bit of work at the hip, but this time we're gonna focus more at the hip complex itself, promoting a healthier movement pattern downstream.
it's not that slippery, actually. Yeah, a little chilly. I just walked in here, so this isn't the first time I'm seeing it, but I need to preface this with, I've been coming to this start house since 2006, and I've never seen it like this. So as you walk in, this is what you see. Here we go.
During the NAC race last week, a guy was using the bathroom and he flushed, but turns out the plumbing had issues, so his stuff in the water all came out and filled the bathroom floor, and now they're changing everything in there.
What ended up happening with the bathrooms?
It looks like a bomb went off in here, is what it looks like.
A literal bomb, not a metaphorical.
Literally, you should show what the men's bathroom looks like.
Oh boy. It smells not the best either. I'm not walking further than this because I cannot. I don't want to stand underneath that. I don't know what happened in here. So that was just a changing stall. That was the bathroom. That was the toilet. There were 2 urinals there. That's all the plumbing. That incessant beeping, you can't figure out where it's coming from. I feel like this is some type of... This is just not right. I don't want to touch any of this stuff. Made it. I immigrated to Calgary. I definitely did. In a setting like this, I just couldn't help but mess with people as they walked in, so I decided to sit on the toilet and just say random things to people as I walked in. This was my favorite one, probably. Okay, it missed the mark, but we got there in the end.
Paige is so doesn't even see us. So confused. He's on the toilet. Oh my god, like prank you.
Sliding went okay that day, but it was a real challenge against the fog. Imagine going 120 kilometers an hour, and your entrance between good or bad is a matter of inches, and this is what you see. So I spent this morning finishing the edit for the Instagram video for massage and chiro. It took me a little longer than I was hoping, but now got some time for the gym, doing day 2 of my new program, and I'm finding for myself one of the most important features is that band around my feet to keep my firing sequence in the correct order for my squats. I've got a knee caving in issue that really makes squats difficult. It's a night and day difference. There's a big misnomer when it comes to working out that I think just the general public has about health and also about athletes as they train. And one of the things is being sore the next day. Number one, an athlete can't get sore because their ability to train is affected greatly. So if they're too sore to effectively train the next day, that was a waste of a session. It was too much for the body. So feeling sore isn't necessarily a good thing for athletes and general public. It affects you negatively the next day. And the second thing is you don't have to feel sore to get the proper benefit from a workout. If you work out properly, you'll get to a situation where your body will be taxed and challenged and affected, but not negatively damaged. That was, for me, a challenge because today was lighter and I'm not as sore. I mentioned last week that I'm working on an online personal training business, and I scheduled a call for today at 6, and then last night a training session got booked for 6:45. So I'm cutting it a little close. I've got enough time. This person, Josh, is supposed to call in 1 minute, and I have no idea how to confirm or deny if that's gonna happen. So we'll just start recording now.
I wanted to see if I was gonna call in the video.
You are now. I'm supposed to be on this phone call with this strategy session guy, and I wanted to videotape it, but
okay.
It was supposed to be at 6. 6:04.
Maybe he's taking a dump.
6:05, probably a no-go, huh?
Potentially. I just blew off a client because I didn't feel like talking to him.
Sebastian, how are you?
Pretty good.
Tell me about the smell in here.
The smell?
Yeah.
Oh. It smells like a French perfume store.
A French perfume store. Have you ever been to a French perfume store? Today I put on a set of runners that everyone who has used this set of runners in the past has told me they haven't been able to find speed on them. They have a longer intake, which just means longer spine, means more ice cutting, but it's really hard ice right now compared to what we've had, so the ice should be finally too hard for the set of runners that I've been using. These other ones set up nicely spine-wise for the ice that we've got. Normally I like to place clips of at least a portion of my run in these videos, really show what's going on, and this would have been a perfect place for it. But because of the mayhem that is the bathroom situation, I'm not able to get any of the clips because they had to cut the power to the majority of the start house, and the TV and computer were a part of that. So we'll just jump to tomorrow night. Wow, well, I didn't really film anything today because there was nothing for me to film. It is the middle of January. I suppose some snow this winter is expected. It's starting to snow more and more though as the night goes on, which is not fun. Oh yeah, see, I don't know if you can see that. But it's blowing around like crazy, which means that it's gonna cut. You can race in these conditions, so it's good to learn how, but you kind of have to change everything you're doing because you don't learn much. The opportunity to learn, I guess, isn't as high as when it's clean. And I keep forgetting to mention this. I want to mention it today. This is a race week. There's a provincial race at the end of the week on Sunday. And this is the third day of training. And every day of training, I've forgotten to mention it. This is also the first day I've had 3 successive days of training. When it comes down to the sport of skeleton, that's one of the unique challenges about the sport is it's not like football or basketball or soccer or tennis or any sport like that where you can break up the sport into workable chunks like your three-point percentage. You can work on your free throw ability, your layups, your penalty kicks, your corner kick, your route running in football. You can work on different chunks of each sport, but in skeleton you can't because we're not able to just go through corner 4 and stop or work on a 1 pressure corner because you have to do the full run start to finish every single time. And let's say your focus is corner 8, that's halfway down the track. So that's analogous to practicing like your final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Like you can't practice that unless you play a full game. And then you can't practice that repeatedly because you have to only practice it once a game. So to not be able to break up the sport and test like other sports makes it a challenge, and then not being able to get back to back days makes it more of a challenge. And I'm freezing. Bobsled's showing up, that means we must be starting. I gotta do some warm-ups. It's cold. I'm gonna pull something. Oh, yeah, it's cold, okay. Hurry on. Welcome. Got the best landlord. He just washed some towels for me. So nice. Okay, that was the coldest sliding day I've had. That was so cold. I don't know if you can tell, it's probably way too bright. I filmed a few clips of people walking to and from, and I don't know if you could tell, but on the screen for me when I was recording, it looked really slow and laggy because it was so cold the camera was starting to freeze. So I didn't film anything. I didn't try and film anything. It's not bad. I mean, it was good. The weather's gonna be so different again. There's minus here. I recorded this. I did a screen recording while I was there of my phone of the temperature. This is how cold it was. Felt like minus 19 while sliding. And everything, you know when it's really cold, maybe you don't know, when it's really cold like that, everything, there's like a hollow sound to everything. Everything just sounds dead. And that's basically the takeaway from today. It was freezing cold. I picked up a shift tomorrow at Lululemon while I was at sliding, so that means I have a lot less time to do what I want to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to bed and get an early start tomorrow. Plus I have to pee now that I'm warming up. Okay, good night. I woke up this morning and I had this incredible pain behind my right hip. It's right by the hip socket in the back, the sciatic area. Really painful to like sit down and move. This kind of goes to what I was saying earlier in the week, where if you're sore or in pain or overtrained, it's counterproductive to what you actually wanted to do and get out of the gym. Number one, an athlete can't get sore. Let's see how today goes. I'm in quite a bit of pain actually. So I'm trying to stretch it out. Another leg day though. Fingers crossed. Just about finished the warm up on the bike and my hip feels a lot better. I think through some mobility and some proper stretching, I can get through the workout, but it definitely is not ideal. Actually, all in all, movement felt fine. It's just when I'm sitting, there's pressure applied somewhere in the back of the hip. But movement-wise, it's actually okay. Solid workout now. Off to work. It's so dead here. That's it for Friday, gym and work. And Saturday was just work all day. So we'll just jump straight to Sunday, race day. We got there. I used to live there. That pink house there was the one I lived in when I was competing on the national team between 2008 and 2012-ish. Yeah, a lot of memories there. Okay, well, this was just a comedy of errors today, just timing-wise. Not even close to what I wanted to do, but I'm here now, ready. Sleds all set up. That's called Park for May, right there. We got some Japanese sliders, which is cool. So we're racing some Japanese athletes today. Ice is looking good, weather's looking great. So 45 minutes now. Kind of it for me. I gotta get warmed up and loose. We'll see how it goes. He just loves that. But look at those sunglasses. I guess I'll crush.
Look beautiful, man.
I'm being very strategic with what I film. Ready to push hard? Okay, the race is over. It might be a little loud, but I wanted to get Blake in here because on Tuesday he's taking off to Koningsee, Germany to race in World Junior Championships for Canada, and I feel like a little bit of pride because I raced in World Juniors in 2008 in Eagles, and I wanted to wish him good luck and go tear it up. Are you excited? I'm pumped. You're pumped. Are you nervous?
Maybe a bit.
I'm gonna put your Instagram. Do you post on there at all?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, well I'm gonna put it below in case people want to check it out and see how you're doing. Good luck. Go crush it.
Sounds good.
Have fun. first time on the podium. He's got to shake everyone's hands. Yeah. Okay, race is over. Everyone is gone. I wanted to touch base and explain now. So technically of the Alberta Skeleton athletes, I won the race, but I didn't actually win the race. There was a Japanese athlete pushed way faster, and he ended up beating me by I don't know how much. I'm gonna put it here. I don't have a finish list yet, but I improved on my second run. I beat him on the second run, but it wasn't by enough, and it was so great to have that extra like external fire lit. He did amazing. And so I got the gold medal, but I've given it to him because he won it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, it was so good to race against those guys. Okay, the race winner, how do you say your name? Ling. Yes. Ling. Winner of the race outright. So he has 2 medals. Yeah. He won the race. There's everyone else. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great race.
Picture, selfie picture.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, wait. Picture. Oh, I can do it right here. This week's 5 seconds of gratitude is for a really great race day.